Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. I'm Hedi, I'm your innovation trainer. Thanks for being back. And today we're going to tackle something very important and very exciting, which is feedback. I know we're living in uncertain times. Uncertainty is our new reality. And what happens in uncertain times, we are trying to pull through our day. We're checking our to-do lists. We have to extinguish fires. And more often than not, we forget about the people that run our business and that are so important to our business, our employees, our teams. And we forget about focusing on keeping the team spirit up and high and running so they can actually be up and running and pull through. So today is dedicated to team feedback, and especially because nowadays we're meeting virtually, it becomes tricky, but absolutely not impossible. So I'm going to give you one method that you can use anytime you want to give and receive feedback after a meeting, or even one-on-one if that needs to be done, and it's even a fun way. So let's get to it. Wait, before we do, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notified each time I post a new video, which is every week. Feedback is breakfast for champions. Why? Because it ensures that problems, issues, confusions, they are either cleared or they don't have the possibility to occur at all. Feedback due to studies ensures higher engagement, higher productivity, and my friends, that means higher profitability for you. So you might want that real fast. So now the question is how to give and receive feedback, and how to give and receive feedback in a way that you don't naturally, or your team doesn't naturally become super tense because they associate team feedback or feedback in any way only negative. As Gallup found out, people, high-performing teams, and I've experienced it multiple times, that give each other way higher ratio of positive feedback, so 4, 5, 6 times more positive feedback to one, are most likely to perform higher, and therefore this method is fun and is merely focused on positive feedback. There are 3 important rules that you need to consider when you're doing this method, or actually any feedback method, which is first of all, everyone is involved and is in the same boat, no matter what hierarchy level they're on or you're on. And second of all, some people, or most people, when they first are introduced to feedback methods, they need time to think. So you can't just say, okay, let's give and receive feedback, and then there's just a block, because as I said, people are associating it with mostly negative feedback, and you need to introduce it before so that they can actually think about it and react to it, feel comfortable with it. And thirdly, try to be super specific with your feedback. When you, for instance, say, I liked our virtual meeting, what about? So what did you like about our virtual meeting that we can work with, that we can even do more of? For instance, I really liked our discussion XYZ. I liked when you said XYZ. So yeah, as more specific you are, the more you can improve on your performance. Let's do it. So now finally introducing to you your feedback method, which is the feedback hand. Yes, a feedback hand. It is a super simple framework, and I'll show you at the end of the video how you can tweak it depending on the time you have. But first of all, let's introduce the whole thing so you know what you need to do. And to make the whole thing more concrete, we're going to use one example, which is, imagine you just had your virtual team meeting and you want each and every team member to give feedback on it in order to improve. And now we have this feedback hand, and each one finger represents one question. Let's go through it bit by bit. First question is asked by your thumb, and you might guess it. It asks, what did you like about XYZ? We're now using the virtual team meeting. What did you like about the virtual team meeting? And one might say, well, I really liked that we were focused. Another one says, maybe, well, I really liked when John said XYZ and it motivated us. So this is the like thumb. Second question is asked by your index finger. And you also might guess it. It asks you, okay, what did you find remarkable? What was remarkable in our meeting? And one might say, well, I found really remarkable that even though we didn't have a lot of time, we still managed to finish all of our goals, all of our to-dos. So what did you find remarkable in a positive way? And coming to our third question, which is asked by the middle finger, and I'm not going to show it in public, of course, a good girl. And it asks you, what did you not like about this meeting? But you're not going to say, well, I didn't like about this meeting that we had the super long discussions. You try to turn it into an action. So, for instance, next time, let's keep our discussion time under 3 minutes so we are more productive. And the fourth question is asked by your ring finger. It asks you, what do you want to keep? For example, one says, I really want to keep our check-in ritual, which, by the way, you can get more inspiration here from my other video. Or another person says, I really want to keep the great structure of our meeting, the agenda that we put some effort in at the beginning. And finally, your pinky finger, which asks you, okay, now we've done this great feedback round. What do you look most forward to? For instance, in the next meeting or in the next week or in the next month. However you want to phrase it, what sort of gives you an outlook towards a bright and shiny future and what motivates you. So what do you look most forward to? So that was your feedback hand, the method that structures your feedback in a fun and merely positive way. I hope this helps you. Please give me a comment below what you think about it. As I said in the beginning, you don't have to use all of it all the time. If you don't have time, for instance, I don't know, your team meeting is running out of time, but the least you can do is ask each and everyone to give a thumbs up and tell each other what they liked about the meeting. Maybe you want to know what they liked and what they need to improve. So you ask, what is the thumb and what is the middle finger? Or you want to ask for what they look forward to, so you just use the pinky finger. However you use it, tweak it the way you want it, tweak it the way you need it, and depending on the time you have, obviously. Thank you for doing this innovation training with me again. Come back next time, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified each time I post a new video, and keep up the fun and exciting work. Bye bye.